Stockholm Syndrome describes the behavior of kidnapped victims who become sympathetic to their captors. And the name derives from a 1973 hostage incident in Sweden. And you can see a picture from that hostage incident behind me. After 6 days of captivity in a bank, the hostages actually resisted attempts to rescue them. And months later, the victims still refused to testify against their captors at the trial. Now, what would cause this seemingly strange behavior? Out of fear of violence, hostages identify with their captors initially as a defensive mechanism. Small acts of kindness by the captors become magnified. Rescue attempts are often seen as a threat, since it's likely that the captors would be harmed during such attempts. Now, this type of behavior is considered a common survival strategy for victims of abuse. And it has been observed in battered spouses, abused children, prisoners of war, even people in concentration camps. When it comes to dealing with Jesus, many people react with their own version of Stockholm Syndrome. Jesus, the Redeemer, the Liberator, wants to free you from the bondage of slavery to sin. And he wants to free you from being a prisoner to worldly values and to spare you from judgment. But many people identify with their captors to such an extent that they would actually rather stay in bondage. They're clinging to their own personal captors, if you will, feeling that it's the only way they can survive. But the good news of the gospel is that Jesus came to pay the ransom so that you could be set free. This is just a thought, and I'm Birger Drag, pastor of Three Angels and Newton Seventh-day Adventist churches in South Central Kansas. What about you? Do you still have personal captors in your life that have become a part of your identity? If so, do you want to cling to them, or do you want to be set free? Galatians 5 verse 1 says, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery." Have a blessed day.